सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय. Let's begin with the prayer. आत्मात्मं गिरिजामतिः सहचराः प्राणाः शरीरं गृहम् पूजाते विषयोपभोगरचना निद्रा समाधिस्थितिः संचारः पदयो प्रदक्षिणविधि स्तोत्राणि सर्वा गिरो यद्यत् कर्म करोमि तदखिलम् शम्भो तवाराधनम् करचरणकृतं वा कायजं कर्मजं वा श्रवणनयनजं वा मानसं वा पराधम् विहितमविहितं वा सर्वमेतत् क्षमस्व जय जय करुणानिधि श्री महादेव शंभो जय जय करुणानिधि श्री महादेव शंभो. सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय. Let us begin by chanting Om 3 times. Om is composed of 3 syllables, A, U and Ma. And if you pronounce A, you will notice that you are using the area of the abdomen. So you can just try it out by saying A to yourself. And when we say U, we are using the thoracic region. So you can just figure it out for yourself by repeating U. And when we chant or say Ma with mouth closed, then actually the vibration is happening in the region of the skull. And you can just experience it yourself. So when we recite Om, actually we are not just uttering a few syllables. We are using a technique to make prana move in our body from the base of the spine to the crown of the head. And it is the secret to all spiritual practices to be centered within and to become aware of what is happening at the pranic level. So all of us, let us just recite Om 3 times with the breath. So center yourself. Take a deep breath and chant Om. Om. One more time. Om. And one last time. Om. Mentally pray to your higher self, your master, your guru, or your God, whomsoever you wish. To establish you in this movement, the upward movement of prana that raises awareness. As we know, our lower chakras deal with our baser qualities, and the higher chakras deal with greater virtues. So as the prana moves from the base of the spine to the crown of the head, the baser qualities begin to fall and higher qualities are nurtured more and more. And since everything happens in the central channel, the Sushumna Nadi, which is in the center of the spine, let us do another practice to firmly establish ourselves in the center of the spine. And we do this by doing Sahaj Anulom Vilom, where we just breathe in and breathe out alternately from the nostrils without holding the breath, either on the inside or on the outside. So you can get into the Vishnu Mudra, that means holding the index finger and the middle finger down and using this to cover the nostrils, one after the other. And first you can check which nostril is prominent. So you can see whichever is prominent, breathe in first from that nostril and then breathe out from the other and then breathe in from the other one and then breathe out from the first one. And when you do this, follow the rhythm of 3:2. What we learned in Solibhai's rhythmic breathing, that when we breathe in such a fashion that the in-breath comes to a count of 3 and the out-breath goes to a count of 2, or the ratio of the in-breath to out-breath is 3:2, then we are aligning ourselves to the cosmic rhythm or the universal rhythm. and it becomes much easier for the body and the mind to settle down. So this is how we are going to breathe. And so you breathe in from that nostril, which is working more, where the flow is more, and breathe out from the other, and then you breathe in from the other one and breathe out from the first one. So start, I'll just keep the count. 1, 2, you can follow your own rhythm. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You can stop now. And check again. If both the nostrils have become equal. And if both have become equal, just sit quietly. If they are not equal, do a few rounds more, maybe 3, 4 rounds more. Is everybody in the Shumna, can everybody give me a thumbs up? Those who feel that they are in the nostrils have become equal? Right. So just close your eyes. And become aware of the breath. Just keep the awareness of the breath. And as you are watching the breath, become fully aware of the journey of the breath as it comes in and as it goes out. The in breath may leave or create a sense of coolness at the nostrils, while the out breath leaves with a sense of warmth. Become fully aware of this alternative sense of coolness and warmth as the breath comes in and as it goes out. If you notice that your attention has moved away from the breath, just bring it back gently to the breath. as you breathe in and as you breathe out. Now focus your attention to the top of the nasal passage. And become aware of the pranic dimension of the breath. The air that you breathe in moves into the lungs from the top of the nasal passage, while the prana moves up So settle your awareness to the top of the head, and from there become aware of the movement of prana in your spine, in the Sushumna Nadi. And if you cannot become aware of this, then confine yourself to watching the breath moving in and out. And as you become aware of the prana or the other dimensions, and pay attention to what is happening in the body. Just by paying attention, you can have an understanding of a lot that is happening inside the body. There are subtle vibrations happening at so many places. Become aware of them. See what is happening in your stomach area. Or you can be aware, easily aware of beating of the heart. This tiny instrument that is working all the 24 hours. You can feel the pulsations in the heart as it pumps blood. Or you can hear the sound of the heart that you might be able to pick up. Now become aware of the more subtle dimensions. The thoughts are made up of more subtle dimensions. Pay attention to your thoughts. Now that the mind has been silenced considerably, it may be possible for you to watch your thoughts as they rise and as they subside. Be aware that the thoughts are arising and subsiding out of their own volition. So watch them as you watch a movie. But sharpen your awareness and follow the trajectory of the thought. See how and from where it is arising. How long it stays in the field of perception. And then it subsides into that vast storage of consciousness from where it came up. And as you see the thoughts arising and subsiding, you can have the understanding. I am not my thoughts. I am the one who sees or perceives these thoughts. But just watch the thoughts as a third person. Be the perceiver of your thoughts. And you find that the thoughts have lost the ability to influence you. They don't have the power to drag you along. So diligently watch your thoughts. You can see them coming and going. Now sharpen your perception a little further. When one thought has arisen and has subsided, and another thought is yet to arise, there is a gap. Or there is a brief pause. This pause is full of possibilities. It has immense potential. And yet, it has no movement, no disturbance, nothing. All it has is quiet and a sense of being. If you can figure out that space of no thought, just be there. You are there. All your potentialities, free from your mental constructs, reside there. Be in that space of silent awareness. This silence is not the silence of death. This is not the silence of inaction or inertness. It is full of life, a fountain of joy and immense possibilities, ready to sprout. Be in that space. If you notice that there are thoughts arising in the mind, or the silence is broken, then simply ask yourself, who is perceiving all this? And immediately The thoughts will go into the background. Only the perceiver will remain. And you can go a little further and ask yourself, who is the perceiver? Because as perceiver, you carry your identity, your name, your feelings. So go one step further and ask, who is perceiving the perceiver? See if you can draw up all the identity that you have. The sense of who you are, even the notion of being a seeker who is looking for something, or the person who is meditating right now. Try to find out who is the perceiver. When you ask yourself who is the perceiver, two things might happen. The notion of who you think you are is going to drop. So either you find yourself expanded, having become one with everything, or you find yourself having become nothing. Even that experience you must ask, who is experiencing this experience? Sit quietly with this contemplation. It's not that your senses are going to fall. You will hear everything. In your mind's eye, you may see things. You may become aware of the vibrations in your body. And yet, the moment you ask, who is perceiving? You know the difference. You are not the one having the experience. On a subtle plane, you are not even the experiencer. You are the one who is watching the experience. Keep refining yourself from the objective experience to the experiencer, and from the experiencer to the observer, who does not associate with anything and yet does not decry anything or deny anything. We will end this meditation by chanting Om 3 times. Om. Give yourself adequate time to come out of meditation. Take a few deep breaths. Feel the prana circulating freely in the body and making you more aware of every limb. Become aware of how your body is holding and supporting itself. Become aware of your environment. And when you are ready, you may open your eyes very gently. If you want, you can just rub the palms of the two hands together. Cover your eyes. Through the pyramid of your hands, let the energy of meditation be transferred to the body. And caress your face. Give yourself love and tap if there is any energy, excess energy anywhere in the body, and you can feel some pain or some discomfort, you can just tap those areas. Let the energy be distributed. And then when you are ready, you can open your eyes. So anybody would like to share anything? And just unmute yourself and speak. Or just take your name so I will.
Nupur.
And Nupur. Just a moment, Nupur. Yes, Nupur. Go ahead.
Sir, it was absolutely divine, very deep. So शुरू में थोड़ा thoughts थे, chatter हो रहा था brain में. Then towards the middle, I don't know where I was. So it was very, very deep and very beautiful.
And how did you find the idea of seeing detaching from the experience first to the experiencer and then from the experiencer to the observer? Did it work for you?
Sir, I don't know. I was in different phase.
Different zone.
Yeah. I was just concentrating on my breathing,
Breathing. हाँ.
and थोड़ी देर बाद सारे thoughts खत्म हो गए.
वो तो चले जाओ.
But I was there, but इतना बहुत concentration, I don't know where it was, but I was somewhere else. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Anybody else? Nazia, you want to share something? I can see you smiling.
It was very profound, actually. What I should say. I was also taken away somewhere, but this experiencer thing, observer, and I had a pain here somewhere towards the end, and then when I started, who is having the pain, and then who is observing this, who is observing this. So when I reached asking again and again, the pain would go away, but now it's not there. See, even I'm talking, it is going away. Who is observing? Who is observing? So.
Actually, it is a big secret, so to say, that we can always practice this in the midst of our day-to-day activities. Sometimes we should ask ourselves, who is experiencing? We are going through the day. It's good to ask. Immediately, the involvement in the experience will go. So that is the technique. It's a Vedantic technique.
This first time I, yeah.
It works this way. See, normally what happens is that people, anyway, I think I'll say that a little later. Is anybody else wanting to share something?
Sure, Sir Padma.
Padma, go ahead. I'll just pin you, please. And you just. Yes. Yes.
So today, I actually couldn't relate to this, observer and all, because I was in total distress. Like my whole body was very uncomfortable, and I was kind of not really burping, but some peculiar sound coming out. And fun. So I could hear you, but I just couldn't go through that experience. But very important thing that I want to share with you is when the meditation began. A very peculiar thing, whenever I closed my eyes, I saw something like a TV screen, and I saw somebody sitting there, and I could only see from ear to ear that person's dress. It was very peculiar green. I've never seen a kind of green anywhere. And then it would turn to blue. And this happened at least 5 or 6 times, not once. Continuously kept, every time I closed my eyes a little more tight, right now I can see it when I close my eye. Just so I close my eyes and I'm seeing that green, very peculiar green, and that person only this much. I can't see the face at all. I can only see neck up to this, whatever you see in a window frame. But very funny green, it changes to a blue. I don't know.
Your master from earlier lifetime was giving you that experience.
Okay.
And because you were only seeing green, I can say that he was a Sufi master. You might have been a Muslim in some lifetime and done sadhana there. You had this past, and that is why you had this experience. So all of us have traveled through various places and various traditions in different lifetimes. So sometimes these things can happen. It's fine. And it was not necessary for him to reveal his face to you.
I couldn't see the face. I tried my best.
And the discomfort that you saw was a kind of kriya. See, when this discomfort comes up,
okay,
it is also a kind of a healing experience. A lot of, sadness or bad memories deposited in various cells in the body, they are coming out. So because they are being released, you will feel that pain or discomfort. So if we just, try to push it away or fight with it at that time, then some of it we will push it back into the cell memory again. But if we just watch it and be aware, okay, the body is showing something, I'm just watching, then it will come out and go away and leave you permanently. So that is the trick.
I would like to just say one more small thing is that every time I do a meditation with you, I see some healing in my body. Every meditation, right from 1 year almost, every meditation I'm seeing some healing.
It is your masters who are, giving. See, something they have made you. Like I said, I also had this question that should I be conducting these webinars or should this be happening or not? And the day I had this thought, my third eye is not that open that I see images. I don't see any images. I'm not a clairaudient. I don't hear voices. But there are some messages that when I just wake up in the morning or at some point of time, they become very clear to me. So that morning itself, I was told very clearly that this is not your program. This is our program. Like last time, people had great experience of meditation. Later on, I was told that Baba Muktanand was there. When I said Om Guru Om is Baba Muktanand's initiation mantra. So everybody who was there on the program received this initiation from him. So it is like this that so many masters are using this platform. Your masters are also using it. So that is how you came here. Otherwise, you are such a busy person, you have no time.
But I make time somehow for this session.
So you are doing a lot of research in science, but this research is also a research.
Absolutely. Yes, so much.
That is it. Anybody else? Otherwise, we close.
Sir,
Yes, please.
sir, actually, you can hear me?
Yes, Andra, go ahead.
Meditation was very nice, and the movement of breath and prana was also very nice. I normally get it as soon as you start it, but nowadays, of late, I am having this some problem of my facial nerves. I get involuntary twitching near my eye or something like that. But today, during the meditation, my other side of the face also I had this twitching near my lip, near my eyes. I felt I was afraid actually that it had increased to quite an extent.
No, it is part
And
of
it
the
is
healing
happening.
process.
Okay.
It
So
could be.
I felt
It could
that
be the part of healing process because when you surrender yourself to the pranic energy, the energy knows what is best for you. It does that.
Okay.
But if
And
any time if you feel scared, you think that it is not, what is happening is not good for me. If that thought comes, you make a silent prayer to Mother Goddess Kundalini.
Okay.
That please take care. So the intensity will go down
Okay, thank you, sir.
immediately.
And the experience which you gave, who is experiencing,
Yes.
that was really wonderful. At the moment, I felt that I had dropped totally my body. My body had gone totally and had become like a dot. And I was watching
There are two experiences that can happen. Either you feel expansion and you become whole one with the cosmos, or you become like a small speck of
I had
dust or
become a
glowing
dot.
light.
Absolutely.
And then,
Thank you, sir.
Both the experiences are the same experience. It's part of the same thing. Because
And last time's Guru Om Guru, आपने जो बोला, if that is the initiation given by
that is what
the
the message I felt I got. So it is like
Yeah.
the Guru gave that. So you install Guru
was
in the body,
amazing.
so you say Go Om Guru Om Guru Om. So, but that was a favorite method of Baba Muktanand, and this is how he used to meditate. When he was
Out
meditate,
of
he
the
would
world. That
install his
meditation.
Guru, Bhagwan Nityanand, in his body by saying this. And Baba used to give this mantra for initiation to his disciples.
Okay.
For a long time, he used to give only this mantra. It was later that he decided that, okay, he started giving Om Namah Shivaya. Because his
Okay.
message was that तुम्हारा राम, आपका राम आपके अंदर आप बनकर रहता है. So he said, आपका राम आपके अंदर आप बनकर रहता है. तो Om Namah Shivaya. I bow down to Shiva, who is my own inner self. Shiva is not sitting in Kailash only. That's the outer form, whatever, if it is. But in the inner form, Shiva is our own inner being. It's just being that we truly are. So Baba started giving this mantra for initiation. But Om Guru Om was mantra he used to give in the.
Thank you very much.
I did not know that. Some old disciple had told me. But that day when I was giving the meditation instructions, and then later on it just came to me that mantra was very strong, and that is why so many people had experienced it, and it was because everybody
Yes, yes.
they got
It was
this,
out of the world experience.
from Baba gave it. It is his wish. If the Guru decides to give something, how can who am I? I cannot give anything. I cannot take away anything. They decide what to give.
Gratitude.
So I'm happy to serve.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Thank you to all gurus.
And that is why we say that, we pray to all the masters, because all the masters are so compassionate. Okay. So I think we call it a day now. So I will just do a small Shanti Path. Hari Om. Sarvesham Swastirbhavatu. Sarvesham Shantirbhavatu. Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu. Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhino. Sarve Santu Niramaya. Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu. Ma Kaschid Dukkha Bhag Bhave. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. May all auspiciousness prevail everywhere in the world. May there be peace.